Hi everyone, my name is Sumaya Ahmed and I'm the Virtual Content Specialist for 7th grade science. In this video, I will review some resources you can use from phet.colorado.edu, where there are hundreds of interactive simulations for science and math classes from the University of Colorado. So when you first go to their website, it looks like this. They have over 160 interactive simulations in 95 languages and 261 teacher submitted lessons to go along with the simulations. And they have simulations in the following subjects: physics, chemistry, math, earth science, and biology. Uh, Simulations are a great way to make science content more interactive and fun for the students. They also help students learn and retain information. They allow students to visualize more complex lab experiences or things that they may not be able to visualize. For example, the concept of gravity or microscopic organisms, which can be easily visualized with a simulation. It also makes it easier for students to participate who have different learning skills, such as, some students who are more auditory learners. A lot of simulations have sound effects. There are great benefits for visual learners because most simulations have bright colors and um, visual characteristics to help them learn. They are interactive and they provide immediate feedback. So a lot of these simulations, there's a data set and they may analyze data right away or generate a graph right away. And simulations are readily available and more accessible. So you have all these simulations online, and teachers are able to work on simulations in a more cost-effective way because you don't require as much lab materials, and you can help students understand concepts without using expensive or dangerous materials. So those are just some benefits of using simulations for your classes. So again, this is the home page for PHET Simulations. All of these simulations are free. You can sign in with your account. And here on top you have the menu. So here you could see all the simulations in the different subjects. Here are the translated ones. So if you click on chemistry, and I'll show you one basic simulation that I used with my 7th grade class. Here are all the simulations related to chemistry. So one that my students really enjoyed was the balancing chemical equations simulation, which was a great way for them to visualize balancing equations with atoms. And, as you can see, there are so many different options. The one that I used again is the states of matter. And I'll just show you how the simulation looks like. You could go to states. Okay, so this is a very basic simulation. They have the temperature here. They have different options here. You can pause it, you can play. There's the liquid, and here's the gas. So these are just showing molecules and atoms of different elements in different phases of matter. And then you can try the phase changes one. Okay, so a lot of the simulations, they have different options. Here, if you go down, you could look at what it's about. So they give you a little description. They give learning goals that you can definitely include in your lesson plans or your learning objectives to show to students. They have teacher tips. They have a primer that you can look at before you teach it to students. And then here they have all these teacher submitted activities related to the simulation. So this is great because you can look at their grade levels. So here on top it says, the grade level, the author, the type. So if it's like a multiple choice questions, a demo, homework. So this is very helpful. and it tells you the subject it's for. So let's say you're looking for something for middle school science, you would just skip through all the other ones and you can narrow down your search. So one that I opened already, this was a middle school handout, and this is a very simple handout. And these are all questions that they can answer related to the simulation. So describe the relative motion or speed of the particles in each phase. They do a little experiment and reflection. So if we go back to the home page, or this is on the menu bar, here if we go to teaching, you can look at all these different resources. But if you go to tips for using PHET, here are all the resources that you can use. There's planning to use PHET. Uh, there is a virtual workshop on PHET, and so on. And they have more resources here. So if we go back for tips for using PHET, and then if we click on facilitating PHET activities for K through 12 classroom, they have some teacher tips here, which you can check out before you implement PHET activities. And this was just a brief overview on PHET simulations. There are a lot of other resources that you can explore. They also have an article on how to create a PHET handout, so you can check that out too. However, there are so many PHET handouts are already submitted by teachers, so you can always download those and edit those based on the needs for your classes. So again, this is just an overview of PHET interactive simulations, and they have simulations in various subjects, and they come with teaching resources as well for teachers. And I hope this helps. Thank you for watching.